and good afternoon. We're back. We're back again for some more X-Plane flying, of course, being X-Plane. Back carrying on one of our journeys around the world. And this time it's jets going from where we got to last Sunday, which was Cairo. I'm going to be making a bit of a jaunt today over to Kuwait City. 931 miles, so a bit of a trek. Plane for me is the awesome 737-200 twin jet, parked down there in South African Airways livery. And I'm joined by, well, a good welcome back, shall we say, to the man to my left, Captain Sniffles. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sniffles.
Captain, so apart from the cold, how are we doing?
Not too bad, thank you.
Good. And what plane are you in?
I'm in the 737-700 because my Airbus broke.
Yes, we did have some Airbus issues on Friday night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Opposite Chaos. Anyway, good to have you back, Chaos.
Thank you.
Opposite Chaos, not Captain Sniffles, it's Captain Brown. Good afternoon, Chris.
Good afternoon, sir.
And what's your plane of choice?
My plane of choice is the 737-200 in Kalula.com livery.
Ooh, I say. Awesome stuff. Behind Scott, all the way over there, we really must smell behind Scott. Behind Chris is Scott. Good afternoon, Scott. And he's in the Zebo 738. I do like that plane. Over to Scott's left, and well, my right is on his new PC is Roxy. Good afternoon, Roxy.
Good afternoon, Steve.
And so, what plane are you in?
Today I am in the 737-800.
So you're in the Zebo as well.
Yes.
Awesome stuff. And behind us over there, lurking, all the way in the distance over there, is Jaffa. If he's watching the stream, could put in text what he's in. Crisp is hopefully going to join us about 10 minutes late, and White Fang's going to jump in as well. So this is where we are in Cairo, where we got to last time, and making the 930-mile jaunt all the way across to Kuwait. So it's going to be a couple of hour flight, and then from Kuwait heading down to Dubai, I think it is next week. So looking forward to that. Right, I am ready to push back if it works, because it didn't when I set it up a second ago.
Ground to cockpit.
Oh no!
Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, I'll do that again then. So we'll do better push back, and that. She didn't confirm. Okay, we'll try that another time.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay. Oscar didn't press the thing.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
There we go. Alright, tow is driving up. It was broken the other day, and it still is. So the top of the tug is missing. So yeah, really do like this plane, and it's the longest journey I've done in it. FMC set up, and it should be okay. Yeah, slightly broken tug. Just a stylish modern one. Oh, it's a sleek aerodynamic tug with a roof, convertible tug.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Mine's going to start.
Okay.
I think I'm at a pre-programmed way the wrong way, so I might be facing you.
Well, it's a wide enough taxiway. It isn't really a taxiway. Banana Man, good afternoon.
And adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Okay, release parking brake. And now it jacks me up. I've got to try and remember how to engage the autopilot in this thing, but worry about that when I'm in the air.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I may start
Like
engines.
on the job learning, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so APU bleed on. And let's start. Hopefully, yep. Spool it up. And add some fuel. You have to spawn in on the runway. What? You'll be in the way. Well, spawn in on 5C then. Okay, flaps are moving. Okay. Start number 1. I just realised I didn't put any of my beacon lights on. How very unprofessional of me. So nobody knows there's a plane moving.
You can't see it.
They can't see the plane. So strobes on, position on, anti-collision on, wing on, logo on. There we go. I won't turn the taxi lights on because the tug pilot complains.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, set parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, APU can now go off. APU spooling down. Yeah, you are facing me, Kels.
Yeah, I thought so. I can see it.
That's fine. Okay, the slightly broken tug is now going to bugger off. Scott's on the move over there. So 5 right is what we're heading for as a runway.
Tow is disconnected and bypass and has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Have a great flight. That's the plan. Alright, wait for him to get out of the way. So, runway lights on. Taxi lights are on. Packs can go back on now. Save boiling our passengers, because I imagine it's not exactly cold here in Kuwait. Cairo even. Plan on using a repainted 737-800 and Ben's eating chocolate.
Well, I downloaded the new 737-800 Zebo yesterday, the 3.39 version. It's a little bit different.
Really?
Nice looking model there.
They've changed some stuff, have they?
In the Habitab, yeah, on the fuel weights and balances is a little bit different there as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it looks very nice inside as well.
I'll have to get that then. Right, Scott's on the move. Once Chaos is finished, we'll...
Good flight.
You should have turned right there, Scott. Long taxi for you, yeah. Well, 5 right I've got as the departure, which Scott's just gone past. So I'll move once Chaos has spun around.
Yeah, so I'm still just trying to get everything set.
Okay, in that case I might just taxi round you
It's
then.
one of the fastest checklists I've had to go through.
Okay, and we're moving. Checklist you mentioned. What's one of them?
Yeah, exactly. You would understand.
Right, make sure you don't crash into Chaos. Right, Scott's heading the right way now. I do like the Zebo, but this thing, I don't know, it's just so well detailed. So next week's a shorter flight, isn't it, Chris? It's only a few hundred miles down to Dubai. He's not there, he's dead. Someone's killed Chris.
Oh.
Sorry, just having a conversation outside of the stream.
Outside of the cockpit. Were you
What, you got real people to talk to?
Yeah, you chatting up the air hostesses again?
Yep.
I hope they're bringing you hot and cold beverages.
You'll have to see whether the chatting up worked or not.
Anyway, so yes, I was saying the flight next week is only a few hundred miles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not anywhere near as long. I think it's about 400-ish.
So I might drag out the Fokker 50 or something for that. I can see now why Scott went past, because he's actually not going across the ground. He's actually following the correct taxiway. Although there's no taxiway lines or anything.
It's a bit of a basic airport.
Well, yeah, he said that when he flew in last Sunday. There weren't a lot about. Hopefully, Kuwait is better modelled. It's probably one of the worst major airports I've seen in X-Plane.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Right, so Chris is moving. Chaos is moving.
Anyone who isn't is Roxy.
I'm moving.
Roxy! As soon as I load FSX, it's spawning me in the air. No picture in the motorised hang glider. You're going to have issues then. I think you can hang glide all your way to Kuwait. I will turn down, while I think of it, the exterior sound, because that was quite loud when I went outside.
Especially when you're right behind the plane there.
Yeah. Chris is joining in now. Awesome. Chris brother. So the little logo I put, it does say sub. Does that say sub? That's not very planned. Yes. So anyone's under 3 months subbed now has the little sub next to their name. At 3 months you get number 3. At 6 months you get number 6. At 9 months you get number 9. And at a year you get something special.
I didn't get anything special from mine.
You do. If you typed in chat, you should have something special before your name. But I think it's because you're on mod. I don't know if it will.
No.
Yeah.
No, wonky. It's probably because I'm first.
Well, no, that should be...
I'm Twitch founder.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, 29-month subscriber.
It's Morris. I have to wait a few minutes, mate. We driving to Kuwait.
Yep.
Yeah, seems like it.
Most people do. It's nice and flat.
Yeah, there should be a sub 369 and then a special one for a year. Which runway? 5 right we've got. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Sam's got it.
Oh, he's got the special flag.
Yeah.
Special Sam got the special flag.
Yeah, the Alaska flag, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's because I think it's because of the length of time you've been subbed, you get replaced with the first. You're one of the first subscribers that I got. 29 months, blimey. That's a long time.
It goes really, really fast.
Yeah. Right, Scott is there. That was quite a long taxi, and it seemed like quite a close runway. Right, set parking brake. Right, so Scott's there. Chaos come up behind me, then Chris, then Roxy, and then Jaffa. Oh, I think Chaos can pick the one he wants, which one he wants to use. Oh, being that, oh, I see, you can pick your own.
Oh. Aren't I just the lucky one?
And Larwood hasn't subscribed. Well, he was one of the first people to actually follow me on Twitch, I think, Larwood.
We're going to have to wait, Morris.
Right, so here we all are. And Scott's going. Bye, Scott. Right, so lights off, lights on, lights on, that on, that. The speed brakes are up. Yeah, it does seem that way. I don't know why I didn't put them up.
Oh, for God's sake, Morris. Come on then.
He wants attention.
Oh, doesn't he just?
Right.
Come on. No, wait, you stay there then.
Let's make our way out.
There's done.
Approaching 5 right.
That's handy because that's the runway I want.
Does anyone know whose face it is on the tail of the Air Alaska planes?
No.
Is it the guy from the Beatles?
On runway 5 right.
Why would he be on their Alaska plane?
Don't know. It's just coming in my head.
Free flight. The mod that we're using FS Cloud for multiplayer. So you need to have FS Cloud to be able to actually see us. Right then, let's boogie.
It's not many pilots got to try and take off with a cat on their lap.
I think that would be against some sort of regulation.
Oh yeah, I expect so.
No, you might be surprised.
Oh, there you go. That's all you need. So, single player for you and then FSX.
V1, rotate.
V1 rotate. Okay, gear up. Okay, let's try and work out this with an autopilot thing then.
Rolling start.
Oh, that was a noise.
You're going to have to wait, Morris.
Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to be flying in a straight line. Okay,
Okay,
that's
have you
on.
got your GPS nav switch on GPS and your selector on VOR lock?
I have now.
There we go.
Stop braking the plane. It wasn't intentional. There you go, we're turning now. Alright, so Chaos is in the air by the looks of things.
I know I'm forgetting something here. Oh well, what could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What sort of oh dear?
Well, the two of you are flying off in different directions.
Well,
but
I'm...
there again, I shouldn't be surprised by that, should I?
No, not with chaos. Well, I think it might be me. I might have gone past where I was supposed to be, and I'm now turning back round again. Through the cloud.
That's right, I thought I just lost all power in the plane, but it's because I never had the lights on.
Okay. Why would having the lights on affect the power in the plane? Oh, you couldn't see how fast you were going.
No, I could see how fast I was going. It's just, I looked at the top console and I thought, why is it all dark? And it's because I haven't put the lights up on it.
Ah, okay. Right, well I've now straightened out. I don't know if that's going where I should be going.
Yeah, mine's trying to get onto the line, that's what it is.
Yeah, I haven't got that newfangled technology where I can see a line.
So I'll turn back in a minute.
I'm now about to fly back over the airport. And there's Roxy and Jaffa down there. Chris is there. And Crisp's coming in as well. Yep, just seen Chris spawn in. So a little bit of catching up to do, but shouldn't be too far behind.
Altimeter setting.
So 3 miles and then I should turn, hopefully. Okay, altimeter can go back to 2992. There we go. And there we go. So turning. And get ourselves onto course. Speed-wise holding currently under, well, about 240. And approaching 10,000 feet. Is it worth trying a flight simulator if I don't own a joystick, or am I going to hate it? No, I would suggest Xbox controller as a good starting point. You can fly this sort of plane after you take off with the autopilot on. I don't touch the joystick again. I don't touch the rudder pedals. So you could do that with a keyboard if you needed to. It's just taking off, which you can do with a keyboard, and taxiing's fine. Depends on what sort of plane you want to fly. But GA aircraft, you'll struggle really without some sort of control surface.
I was just looking at the planes on FS Cloud, they're all over the place.
I'm looking at a sec. Turn the landing lights off. We're all going different directions, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So Crisp's just taking off. Jaffa's just lining up to take off. Roxy's there. There's me. There's Chaos, and there's Chris. So yeah, the fact we're all heading over to Kuwait.
I'm just taking evasive manoeuvres.
We are all heading in the wrong. Well, no, you're heading the same direction as me. Chaos. So's Roxy. Chris is taking a loop
it's
around.
Trying to catch the line.
Yeah. Unless Chris has just fooled us and he's not actually going to Kuwait. Well, we should be good. Right, so up at 13,000 feet. So yeah, Jaffa down there, Roxy down there, Crisp down there, Chris over there, and somewhere out there's Chaos. So look, all of us got, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. Awesome. So if anyone's watching that wants to join these flights, if you're in the Discord server, we do post generally about a week in advance now, because Chris is doing it, on the flights that we're planning. So it'll say, so I can actually show you actually, if I can find, there we go. I can drag it from over there. So there we go. So we got a flight plan section. So it shows today's flight, Cairo to Kuwait, 1 p.m, 865 miles in airliners, and coming up this Wednesday, St Bart's to Sauber, and then so any plane you want, and something small like a turboprop. So if you ever think about joining us, if you're in the Discord server, up here at the top it does say flight plans, and the same when we do multiplayer trucking, then details are in there for trucking as well. So always keen to have new people join the flights, and Wednesdays and Sundays are definite, it's the occasional Saturday night as well. Why is my own server at the bottom? I don't know why my own server's at the bottom.
I seem to be on the right line now.
Hey! Right, so 17,000 feet. That's a noise. That would be cabin altitude, wouldn't it? Packs are on. Oh, they're not. Packs an hour on. I've got the stabilizer out of trim warning on.
Lovely.
But it's climbing okay, so that's only because the autopilot's doing it, I think. So okay, once the passengers have stopped dying, I can turn that alarm off.
Yes, X-Vision makes a massive difference to
I've got it. I think it's running, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just updated mine yesterday. I forgot I had it there, so I've updated it, reinstalled it. See? And yeah, makes a massive difference.
Wow, this autopilot is finicky. Finally got it to follow my FMC.
Mine was fine. Well, once I turned it on correctly, it's fine. Well, I think I'm heading in the right direction. 9 miles, and then I should turn again. I'll just push the throttles forward a bit as well. Speed was dropping as I'm climbing. He definitely wants some attention today, doesn't he, Morris?
Sorting some food out of it. I'm back in a sec.
Chaos is wandering back to the pet galley on the on the plane. Sort First Officer Morris out. Right, just past 20,000 feet, so there's Chaos up in front of me. So he's definitely got a bit of a wiggle on, considering he took off after me. And Roxy down there. And that's it. Everybody else is too far away to be able to see now. We're all heading in the right direction. All 6 of us, which is quite nice.
And quite surprising, to be honest.
What, they're all heading in the right direction?
Well, we don't know if it's the right direction, but it's the same direction.
Yeah, we could have all bought sat-navs off of Chaos. Right, I'm turning slightly, so I should be following Chaos's route now. So you should be on the main jetways. 22,700 feet, so 11,000 feet to go. If the autopilot keeps control of the plane, my stabilizer being out of trim shouldn't make a difference, he says. Well, it did cause me to crash last time.
I was going to say, if it wasn't serious, it probably wouldn't have been bothering you about it.
Yeah.
You know.
What speed am I doing? Airspeed of 197. Ground speed, if I can get my mouse onto the right screen, is 342. Yeah, so well, there isn't that's words. There isn't really a reassurance that seeing Chaos out in front is a good thing, because knowing what his history is like,
Indeed.
we could all be heading to Gibraltar.
You have to look at it this way, though. You may not get to where you thought you were going to go, but at least when you get there, you can have company.
No, there is that. There'll be someone I know. I'd be like, yeah, I didn't really want to be here, but hey, you're here, Chaos.
And chances are fairly good he brought beer.
This is Chaos, so yeah. Oh, I do love that livery. I've just spotted your... That's pretty cool. That's the livery that Chris is using. Now, whoever did that has got a sense of humour. I like that.
Indeed, and that's a real plane as well.
That's awesome. Right, so we're on course. Approaching 27,000 feet. So, in what order are we? So, Chaos is leading the way, so we're all following you, Chaos.
Oh, God.
Then there's me, then Roxy, then Chris, then Jaffa, and then Crisp. So,
But then again, I've probably got a bit of a faster plane than your old relic, can I?
Hey!
Probably not, actually. More efficient, yes, but not as fast.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking of global warming. You're not.
Hi, whatever you're pronouncing your name. The one who just said hi. Someone sounds laid up. Yes, it's Captain Sniffles. The display to the side of my main one in the plane isn't working. Great. You've probably not got avionics turned on, or is the display turned up? Can you actually see it? Is the brightness turned up?
Yeah, that happens quite a few times. The lights need to go on.
Captain Corona. Ooh, harsh.
It's Captain Carling, actually.
Captain Carlin. I think you meant the coronavirus.
It's for
Maternal purposes.
Yeah.
Is there something you need to tell us?
Yeah. Well, explain the little bump I saw last time I saw you, Chaos.
No, that's beer.
Oh, okay.
It was my back of the young ones when Vivian's having a baby.
It doesn't matter if you can't say my name because I'm from Poland. Okay. It's probably Wojciech or something, or Wojciech. Anyway, welcome. Right,
Top climbs coming up.
yeah, same for me. I'm nearly at 30,000. For a plane that never used to like climbing, flying, descending, speeding up or slowing down, it's actually quite good now.
Yeah, I've noticed you haven't had any bumps up and down things on it, seasickness.
That's only when I was flying it manually, but now I've worked out how to use an FMC. It's fine. I've just got to control the speed, which is, throttles forward and leave them there. Chris been setting up his FMS since taking off. Okay. so Chaos out in front. Oh, Chris is up here now with us. Roxy was there. I think he's just very close to me. Oh god, that's slightly concerning. Where are you? Are you hiding?
I'm inside you.
Oh, I say. Just followed me and now on course. Okay. Oh, you're just ahead of me according to FS Cloud. So there's Chaos, there's Roxy, there's me, Chris, Jaffa and Crisp. You got X-Plane 10. Was there not a free upgrade to 11 from 10? Or was it a completely separate thing?
Completely separate, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I just
So
bought
here we
11.
are at the Red Sea. That's so cool.
Yeah. Where's Roxy down there? So Chaos is up
Yeah,
there.
I'm still climbing.
Guess I'm going too far left. Yeah. Right, so we've got another turn coming up apparently. 2 miles and then turn again. So not an exactly straight route, this one. So 1,000 to go. So yeah, a bit wiggly all the way across and then in. I said, and then next Sunday you're going to be flying down to Dubai. So looking forward to that one. On mobile you can only get X-Plane 10. Oh, okay. Oh, there's an X-Plane 11 on mobile, isn't there?
Yeah, it was updated recently to be the same as 11.
Yeah.
I don't think it's numbered anymore. I think it used to be X-Plane 10 and now it's just X-Plane.
Oh, okay. Not that I'd ever consider playing on mobile, but apparently it's quite good.
Oh, never even heard of it on mobile.
Car King is back. I didn't know you left, but thank you very much for the follow. Alright, so just about to be levelling off now at 33,000.
Actually, gapping isn't too bad between us all.
No. It's just going to be interesting when it comes to the landing.
My landing into Amsterdam didn't go quite as planned yesterday.
Ah. Your PC is broken because lightning strike it. Oh, that's why it's always good to have it for an RCD. Alright, there we go. Levelling off.
I think mine runs through 2 lightning protection socket.
So leveled off now at 33,000.
Surge protection, should I say.
It doesn't look like it's leveled off, but it is leveled off. Oh, flaps up, haven't I? Yeah, flaps are up. On FSX, I'm in Cairo, but FS Cloud says near Seattle. Have you not got FSX linked to... Sounds like your link is broken then to FS Cloud. I would say. Yeah, you're over there on the ground in Seattle. Bit of an issue. You could try flying west.
Might take a while.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm not showing any wind speed on my readout. How odd.
See, that's where we are, and that's where we're going. Over to Kuwait. and the next time it'll be going down to Dubai. You have any updates for X-Plane? Yeah, there is a new version of X-Plane for mobile. It may not be an update to the one you're having, but it might just be a different version to the one you've got. Alright, so speed's increasing. At 215 knots airspeed. Trying to catch up with the speed freaks in front of me. So 0.63 Mach.
0.771.
Yeah, exactly. You got bigger fans on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lala's just posted a thing about Train Sim. I don't know if I'd benefit from it by buying the Humble Bundle thing. I think I've got it all. Just still watching Lala. Okay, I don't know why someone's posted the phone bus change, but okay. You think you've got a broken autopilot? That's never good. Your tablet might not be able to get it because it's a Galaxy Tab E. It shouldn't make a difference what your tablet is. You should be able to see it in the Google Play Store as being a thing. Right, speed coming up slowly. 246, 247. Ground speed of 502 now. So we are
Really?
picking up.
That's more ground speed than I got. 444.
Yeah, 508. I must have a tailwind. I have a 122 knot tailwind.
Yeah, I think my something's wrong with this thing. I'm showing no wind, and it's showing my ground speed the same as true airspeed.
Wow.
So something's not right in there.
Okay, so
Check under WX control, make sure you're on live weather.
WX control.
yeah, I've now got a 520 knot ground speed.
Yeah. 542, yeah?
Wow. And I'm still picking up airspeed, so that's only going to increase. Caution light. You got a caution light. Oh, that's not good. As long as it's not a caution to say, the kettle's boiled or something. What plate? Oh, it was the King Air, innit? It's got the coffee pot in it.
Indeed.
That is quite cool. Yeah, I got 546 knot now, or 547. I'm still picking up speed. FSX says Cairo West, but FS Cloud still says Seattle. I would say that your link between FSX and FS Cloud is broken. And Crisp left the APU on. Yeah, we've all done that.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh. Okay, we all admit to doing that. Apart from Chaos. Right, 281 knot airspeed. 558 knot ground speed. Wow. And when you search X-Plane 11, it only shows up X-Plane 10. Just try searching X-Plane. If you go to the website, I think it's xplane.org. Okay, site can't be reached. Okay. xplane.com. Other products. Mobile. Download from the App Store. It's on Google Play and it's on the App Store as well. Desktop power on your mobile device. I don't get that because I'd just be sat on the iPad all the time. Oh, that's overspeed. Just check, Steve, you don't have any of them except the base game and North Jersey. Can you remind me later on, Larwood, to purchase that then? Thank you. And I'll do that. You've also forgot cabin pressurization. You should really join us more often, Chris, because you sound just like one of us. You need to join in with the conversations on the Discord, because you sound exactly like a Sims and Stuff pilot. Take off the APU on and try and kill the passengers. Perfect. when can you start? You've got the job. Okay, my overspeed warning won't come off now. There we go. Right, 573 knot ground speed. Wow. So Chris is there behind me and catching up. The cabin pressure's set, but the light's still on. Just take the bulb out. It's fine. Can't be important.
Well, it will take a while to get up to pressure.
Yeah, who needs standards? You've got maths and biology mock exams tomorrow. Oh. I don't think they're meant to redline a plane. Yeah, it's fine.
Pineapple does it all the time.
Yeah. Look on FS Cloud. What have I done? You seem to be heading in the wrong direction. You've borrowed your navigation system from Chaos.
No refunds.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's got the correct one and we've all got Chaos's.
Ah.
Well, you are following... Well, actually, you're not following me. You're following Roxy now.
Oh yeah, Rox is out in front. He's taking the lead. Autopilot sending you that way. Well, that's a problem between Chair and FMC. I'm trying to think of an abbreviation for that. So we're about to enter Jordan.
Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, won't check. Thank you. See ya. Before then entering Saudi Arabia.
Just took a nice screenshot of a formation turn with two of us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a bit of formation turning going on. That's almost borderline professionalism.
Yeah, well, that's Chris, isn't it?
Well, that's Chris, yeah.
No, it's my computer.
Right, so Chaos stood out in front, Roxy stood out in front there. So we're all pretty close together. Chris back there still. Speed's dropped off now. I think I've lost that. Yeah, I'm down to 523 now. 282 airspeed. 523, 524 ground speed. Fuel wise, fine. Center tanks definitely running out.
Oh, mine ran out ages ago.
Yeah, I only just got through 10,000 feet and it was warning me about center tanks already.
Blimey. Yeah, I was the first year that did GCSEs. So taking a calculator into an exam just seemed really odd. I still think you shouldn't be allowed. I think I haven't got to do them anymore.
I was still on CSEs and O-levels.
Alright, so 14 miles from the next waypoint.
Sorry, Chris, what was you saying earlier about WXR live weather on?
In your active sky weather window, go to WX control and just make sure live weather is active. It'll tell you in large letters what it is.
Live weather mode is active. Oh, blimey. Yeah, Crisp's having some issues. And so's Jaffa's. Jaffa's got a warning up, which no pilot wants to see. And you certainly wouldn't want to share that with your passengers, saying land ASAP.
That's better. It wasn't live.
It's like, yeah, you don't want to share that. Keep that one to yourself there, Jaffa. It's a non-calculator. Yeah, I was so bad at mental math. Yeah, I'm okay at mental maths to a certain degree. Stuff I'm having to do for work now, where I've actually got to use my brain, I'm having to use a calculator on Windows a lot. Or use my phone. I haven't been issued with a work calculator yet. Right, so turning that scenery does look nice down there. Oh, there's an airport. Another airport. They're close together.
Oh, yeah, 118 knot tailwind they're showing.
So there we go. So that's King Hussein and Eliat airports. You feel like just dumping all my fuel and gliding. Bit of a way to go yet. And yeah, a work calculator. Work haven't issued me with a calculator yet.
Right, it's that time of day that Chaos goes cooking.
Oh, he's got to go and shove his chicken somewhere.
Yep, we'll be back in a few minutes.
I'm doing a roast today. Would using little nav map be an alternative to FS Cloud? No, they're two separate things. FS Cloud is the bit that we use for multiplayer, so it lets us see where each other is, and obviously anywhere else in the world that's flying. Little nav map is the navigation aid, so it shows me where I am and the route thus far. So great for flights like this, but fantastic for GA aircraft. I actually use it to land with sometimes. So planes settle down nicely in the cruise. 117 knot tailwind again now. Now I've turned. So 561 knot ground speed. And 274 knot airspeed. For those of you who haven't seen the plane before, obviously here's the cockpit. And the nice, awesome overhead panel. Which is so well detailed in this thing. But we've also got the interior with no passengers. So yeah, 561 ground speed, 270 knot airspeed. So you've got first class up here. Separated by these little screens from cattle class. And the strange thing is you can hear people talking, but you can't see them. And because this plane is fairly old, I don't know when it actually ended production. And there are a few still in service around the world, but we've got none of these in-flight screens, like flying Ryanair basically, but for everybody. So no screens on the back of seats. Bit of a drop-down table thing going on. Oh, I'm turning those smoking seatbelt signs off. There you go. So they go back out to the cabin now. Now I've turned the seatbelt sign off overhead. they will now be off up here as well. If I can get to one. There we go. So yeah, so seatbelt sign has gone off, but still can't smoke. And the live vest's under your seat apparently, which is reassuring to know. But yeah, even the cabin interior detail on this thing is as good as the awesome detail on the exterior. You might need to call in for emergency if the pressure doesn't fix itself. You'll be fine. It does take a while to put up pressure. Just make sure your packs are on, so it's actually the air conditioning system's working.
Might be labelled as bleed.
Yeah. Oh, it just fixed itself. There you go. So Roxy is out in front. Then we've got Chaos there. Then me, and then Chris. And Crisp is having issues back in Cairo. And there were 6 of us. I think I've disappeared. Where did Scott go as well?
Yeah, I think we're missing Scott.
He normally says when he leaves. Okay, but well, there's a few of us anyway. I was like under the seat for the jacket once. I couldn't find it. It wasn't a relaxing flight. Yeah, I wouldn't dream about looking under the seat for the life jacket, because you know, unless you've got Sully as your pilot, if you're at 30,000 feet and they declare an emergency, you're gonna die. So the worry about whether you got a life jacket or not, pretty irrelevant. I'd be worried, are we going to hit the water? Am I going to still be alive enough to then worry about having a life jacket? Right, Emirates plane there, 5 miles from us. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, actually. I like that. Oh, Chris is getting closer. I'm being caught up with. I'm doing 274 airspeed, 556 ground speed. So that tailwind's behind me, although I've got to turn again in 11 miles. So tailwind won't be directly behind me then. Oh yeah, Jaffa's just appeared quite a way back. Yeah, Chris definitely having issues over Cairo. So Roxy's well out in front. So there's Chris, there's me, there's Chaos, and there's Jaffa. And yeah, I don't know where Scott is. You think I'm clever enough to think about whether the impact would kill me? Well, yeah, that's the last thing on your mind, isn't it, when they declare an emergency? It might have been a good idea to fly the Q400 before today, not just buy it a few days ago, start it, take off and ditch it. Yeah, probably sounded like Gaz.
I do it all the time.
And Gaz used to join us for flight. He'd sit at the end of the runway and go, "Oh, I've flown this plane before," and wonder why I had issues. That's why I buy planes based on the people that are here that have got the same plane, because they can talk me through setting it up, which we did with the Q400 a couple of weeks ago. I think this was one of the only ones that I bought and no one else had it.
Now look what's happened.
And now everyone's got it,
I haven't got it.
apart from Chaos. At least you got off the ground. Well, that's key. Oh God, what the hell? Okay, Chris had just flown through me.
Oh yeah.
Which is as good for you as it was for me.
It was quick.
I was going to say it didn't last long.
It didn't.
Yeah, story of my life. I did get a very good shot on the way past there.
Okay, you're going to wipe it off.
I think I'm going to have to stick a tissue up each part of my nozzle slits.
Oh, I've done that before now with hay fever in the summer. So Chris is there, Roxy's there. Definitely making pretty good progress, actually. He was also starving our engines of fuel. Oh, you're now in high idle. Yeah, Chris, if you want to go through the Dash 8, I don't know when. I could use that next Sunday, actually.
Yeah, it'll be just about right for that distance, I think.
So if you want to join us in voice, obviously you haven't got to talk to us if you don't want to. Before the stream next Sunday, we can go through a whole startup procedure, because I'll probably need reminding, and I'll use the Q400 next Sunday. That'd be perfect flying to Dubai. Right, so turn again. So 66 miles for this leg. It's quite nice. It's not just one long straight flight. It's quite nice that we're actually turning. Definitely a bit barren down there. Getting 35 FPS. We're not going to ask Roxy what he's getting because I'll just kick him from the server.
I won't say, but it is 3 digits.
Wow. That is pretty impressive in all fairness.
I'm getting 48.
Nice.
48 and 50.
I'm holding up 2 of those digits, one on each hand.
Yes, Roxy's just built a new PC. Was it a 2080 graphics card?
2080 Super.
I got a 2080 in mine.
With a i9?
Yep. No, i9. Say 3900K.
So, yes. It's,
AMD.
yeah.
And it's so fast, it adds an extra E onto your name.
Yeah.
Too many E's ain't good for you, apparently.
E's are good. E's are good. Oh, Chris might need more fuel as well. You definitely need to join us on more of these flights because you sound exactly like me. I take off and then go, have I got enough fuel? Which I have, actually. Sent the tank about to run out, so I should get a...
Wow, that's a lot of fuel you got in there. If it's just running out now.
Yeah. Oh, 11
Did
and
you
a half.
just fit it completely up to the top?
No, I did it as per SimBrief. SimBrief told me 11 and a half tons. So that's why I put in it.
Told you max 11.5 tons. Told you 9.5 tons.
Well, it said 9.5 tons with 2-ton reserve, so I put 11.5 tons in. No, I don't just fill it anymore.
Where are you planning to go with your reserve fuel? Spain?
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Hey, can you help me? How can I get ground traffic on roads in X-Plane? It'll probably be the number of objects, scenery objects. Make sure they're turned up and you'll see them. And Marco, thank you very much for the follow.
There's also a mod called X-Life, which you can use to give you live aircraft on the airports taking off, and it's not as good as the paid version, but it is a bit of an FPS killer.
Yeah, I've got global traffic global.
Which I presume you're not using today.
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I just leave it on.
Oh, I haven't seen any planes anywhere.
Yeah, when you disappear back to the galley, I had one past me.
Oh, right. Cars on roads, that's real life objects, is it, or something like that?
Yeah, or just make sure that your senior objects turned up to maximum. Yeah, there aren't many planes around us out here actually. On 150 mile range, there's nothing. So we're all by ourselves.
Yeah, probably not the best place to fly a commercial airliner
No, that's true.
this time in real.
If you see any sort of flashes coming from the ground, panic.
What do you think I'm at 35,000 feet?
Yeah. So we've left Jordan, now in Saudi Arabia. So all in the line still. So Roxy out in the front, quite a way out in front. Then Chris, then me, then Chaos, and then Jaffa quite a way behind. Chris probably getting on a bus now from Cairo. And Captain Heba is on his way somewhere. He's on his way to Cairo from where he currently is. So yeah, if you want to join us for any of these flights, I said we do post details in the Discord server about a week before the flight. So you'll know where we're starting, when we're starting, and what sort of aircraft we're in. And all you need to be able to join us is this FS Cloud, which is free, and shows everybody flying in the whole world. So you just spawn in at the aircraft where we said we're going to start and tag along for the flight. Easy as that. And White Fang just uploaded his plane to Discord. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I like that paint job.
Right, Haribo.
That's cool. Haribo paint job.
Oh, yeah.
Flossie, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. You don't know where you are, Scott. That's handy. Yeah, you disappeared off the map. You were there at the beginning. And you got it in blue as well. I'm catching Chris up again now. Ha ha ha.
See my eco plane's being left behind now.
Well, it's only because Chris overtook me, so I thought, right, sod it, I'm going to catch him up. Roxy's going to get the beers in. Actually, is Kuwait a dry city, country?
No, I think you can have beers.
Okay. Not that I'm drinking currently, but, you know, for the rest of you, I'll have a water.
You're a cheap date then.
I am. Don't take much. McDonald's drive-through, that's it, done. Oh yeah, Chris is definitely getting closer. I think this will probably break some sort of FAA regulation, being this close. It's almost like we do some air-to-air refueling.
Well, if we got a bit closer, we could have transferred passengers. Because
A bit of ring walking.
indeed.
That's one final shot I've just taken. Is it that one? Yeah. Oh, I'm getting closer as well. This is slightly concerning now.
It's like he's trying to pull away from you, but he just can't. He's like a magnet, you're drawing him in. Prepare to be inserted.
Oh God,
Chris.
crash!
Ooh.
That's not good. I'm now in you, Chris.
Right up the APU.
Have a look at 3 screenshots up.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't spot that. Oh, I like that. That's actually really good.
This way up.
Yeah, I love that paint job. But no, the fact that we're side by side, and that's really well done. Mid-air transfer, I'll pay for that, time saver. Exactly. Well, yeah, if there's a plane going to Kuwait, but you're going somewhere else, you just fly alongside, hop onto another plane, and carry on. How hard can it be?
Yeah.
Lack of oxygen, maybe?
Yeah. Let's put a bit of rope.
Only doing 285 airspeed, so it's not like it's going to be that blowy.
Is your FS Cloud 13156? Yes. Right, I'm doing 291 airspeed, so I'm about to hit that magic. I'll back it off slightly.
Christ, I'm doing 262.
Ground speed of 561.
529 ground speed.
Yeah, I'm at Mach 0.81. So I should back it off a little bit, I think.
You go supersonic?
Yeah, I think so. First 737-200 to go supersonic. Alright, so 21 miles till we turn again. Jaffa's catching up by the looks of things. So yeah, Roxy
5 miles behind you.
Roxy in front, then Chris, then me, then Chaos, and then Jaffa. And yeah, Chris, well, he's trying. He'll probably land in Kuwait probably after I've finished the stream, watched the film, cooked my dinner. And then Chris will land.
I can see a Captain Heba.
Yes, so it'll be intercepted. Your FS Cloud won't connect now. Oh, that's not good. Right, Roxy is still out in front. Right, speed, I've just backed off slightly. Now slowing down, he says, at 289. 556 ground speed. So how are we doing on the overall journey? So that's where we left, over here in Cairo, and that's where we're going. So nearly at the halfway point, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely over a third.
Yeah. So that's where we are, and those bits to go. Fuel lights come on, that's good. I can turn the centre fuel pumps off now. So yes, so holding 33,000 all the way until we get to HFR, and then I've got to start descending down to 31, 20, above 3,000, and then at 200 knots then at 3,000 feet, and then 2,000 feet and in. So 54 miles from our next waypoint. And the 737 looking very, very nice. I'm always surprised how small the engines are on this thing. Well, it's not that large a plane, though, is it?
That must be the old South African Airways livery, isn't it?
It is an old one, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite nice, though. So, yes, there's Chris just behind me. Captain Chaos in the distance. And Roxy out in front. And Jaffa somewhere behind. Scott could be anywhere around us. Chris is catching me up again. Is that the 200 variant? Yes. They also called the twin jet. So I need to program, which I've done that course for Kuwait. So 15 left, heading 151.
Let's get to see how the passengers are doing back there.
If you can't hear the screaming, they're fine.
I can hear a bit of noise.
Last in a Zebo, I have to keep opening the door because she says, "Let's nobody need anything." Click. No, open the bloody door because I want to hear the announcements. So here I've got the door open. Well, the last time, if I click about there, I actually open the external door. Don't want to be doing that in flight.
On Zebo, I just put the PA announcements up to 10. The volume so you can hear them from the pilot seat.
Yeah. I didn't lock the landing gear. Nothing to see there.
I wouldn't worry too much. I was about 20 minutes into my journey so I realised I didn't do mine either.
Hopefully by next week your FS Cloud should be working better. Awesome. It is a pain. We have to go through before the stream, go through it again with Chaos, setting it up. Obviously who joined us the other week, Juan joined us the other week and had all sorts of issues. Everybody that sets up FS Cloud for the first time has problems with it. It's not the easiest thing to do. And even when it's working, it's finicky.
Yes, it has its moments.
Yeah.
Christ, Captain Heber's got to the other side of us. How did he do that?
He must have been something pretty quick then.
Oh, God, maybe in a fighter jet.
Yeah, Chris definitely getting closer, slowly. It's like that when you're on a motorway and you've got your cruise control set and you're just catching up with the vehicle on the inside of you, but like just about going faster than him. That's what it is for Chris. And you've got to resist every urge in your body not to press accelerate or not to increase the speed.
What's your EPR set to?
Hey, what?
The big round gauges at the top of the engine things. What does the number say?
215.
Yeah, that should be the bug setting, but the one at the top of that.
Oh, one's on 183, one's on 192.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, mine's set to 195, and you're catching me. That's weird. Oh well, probably slight differences in the wind. I do beg your pardon.
I wouldn't realise that that was actually a thing. Let me. I've never noticed those before and didn't know what they did.
That 215 is your limit, which you should never go over.
Oh, there's a challenge. They're now on there. I think the overspeed warning would be annoying before I actually got to that.
Yeah, it's really for the climb out more than anything.
Oh, okay.
That's basically the manual equivalent of the D-rate on the 800.
Oh, right, okay. Right, so both mine are set. Well, one's, yeah, 195 now. Oh, you're overtaking me again, Chris. In a very juddery sort of way.
As one does.
No, backwards, forwards.
Watched me fly the Twin Otter recently. Lovely livery. That's an awesome plane.
I do like a Twin Otter. Nice, easy plane to fly, that is.
So Wednesday I might do the Kodiak. I haven't flown that for a little while. And then next Sunday then we'll do the Dash 8. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. A Q400 has been left flying. The captain jumped out with no parachute. The thing's got that bag, Chris. And Chris has just disappeared. Where have you gone? Oh, I've just turned just ahead of you.
It's like he's got a very bad stutter.
Yes. I can't see him now because he's over on my right hand side. So Scott's around somewhere, but no one can see him.
Well, I've got to try the Epic 1008 at some point.
That is a great little plane.
Yeah, 20 quid on sale.
Yeah.
It looks really, really nice.
That will actually match up fairly well with the Dash 8 next week.
Oh, maybe I might try that one. I don't have a Dash 8, so...
Oh, we only got them because they were on sale.
Well, you only got it because it was on sale.
Okay, that's true. Now, Roxy bought it as well, didn't he?
That's
Yeah.
because you bought it.
Yeah.
And probably because Chris told you in
Yeah, you keep
no
making
certain
money.
ways.
Well, no, it's because the guy from FlyJ Sim was in chat.
Yeah.
And I looked at the website, realised it was on sale, so I bought it. And Jaffa's tempted by the Epic. It is a great plane. We did a jet race from Frankfurt to London City. Me, Sam, can't remember who else was there. I think Noz maybe,
I was there as well.
and Chaos was there. And basically, it was we all sat cold and dark at Frankfurt. I was in the Epic, they were in jets, and it was a race to see who could get back to London City first. I beat the jet.
I think that was the Epic. Look up, Steve.
Yeah, it was only by about 2 or 3 minutes that I was ahead, but I beat the jet. So that is a great plane, and that was pretty much flying flat out the whole way. I started it up. I programmed the direct to, and then used an approach at London City and just went for it. It turns out, I think it's faster than the mighty TBM as well. But don't tell Chris.
What? Who? What? Where?
Nothing. Didn't say a word. Yeah, Captain Heber's out there now. There's Roxy out in front of us. Chris still, I think he's trying to get a tow now. And then Chaos back there. I think we've all flown this close together for a while. It's almost professional.
Really?
I know. Right, 4 miles to go to the next waypoint. And then slight turn, not a major one. And then it's a relatively long straight bit, I think. So yeah, it's reasonably straight then. Until we get to Vatim. And then it's HFR is where top of descent is. That's where I start going down. We're going down.
It's very desolate out there.
Yeah. We could do a race around Europe tour with jets in legs. Well, we talked about doing a round the world relay race, which I think will happen at some point, either in props or jets. That someone takes off from, say East Midlands in the UK, flies to Paris. There's someone sat waiting in FS Cloud in Paris. They can't take off until the person shuts down next to them. Someone flies from Paris to Moscow. Someone's waiting in Moscow. And we see how long it takes to get around the world. That could be quite cool to do over like a long weekend.
Is it going to take as long as it does to do the American States one?
That took a while. You're currently southwest of here. yeah, we still got the Russian trip to finish, which was a Saturday thing. So we need to try and fit that in at some point. But this is when we're making the most progress, Tom. We've actually made because obviously we're doing longer legs in this. We're actually making some progress. The Caribbean one, we're still only about an hour's flight away from where we left last March. And you're at the Orsal waypoint. Okay, so you're 2 ahead of me then, Scott. So he's still out there.
I guess it's FS Cloudsbrook.
Yeah, you return. You found a visitor standing outside the gate. Okay. I'm hoping it was some sort of animal, not just a random homeless person you've invited in.
There's Gaz down that way, is he?
Yeah, it's Gaz in Suffolk. You get lost on his way to work. Looking at his last picture on Facebook, yeah, he definitely looks homeless. Oh, you could see people in their names before, but not myself on the map. Oh, okay.
Right, I need to pop to the galley a minute.
Okie dokie.
At least that's just more medicine.
Right, so we're definitely making good progress. That's where we left, and that's where we're going. So, yeah, halfway. Over halfway, I reckon. So there's Crisp. He's restarted now. He would try and intercept us by the looks of things. So Kuwait, and then next week it'll be going down to Dubai. And then, I don't know, if we want to go back up here towards Nepal, I suppose it'll be Dubai to, I don't know where it would go from Dubai.
Thinking maybe Karachi or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Captain Heber's out in front. Roxy still out in front for quite a way. And then Chris and Chaos just back there. It's starting to get dark now as well. So it could end up being a landing at dusk. Ever flown to Kai Tak? No, that's because you can get scenery for it, can't you, Kai Tak, and install it, and I think that would be pretty epic to do. Is flying to Kai Tak. So we're heading to Nepal, so we'll be doing Lukla again in the next few weeks. Which I've done solo, but not actually done we haven't done it in a group flight yet, so that's going to be interesting. And we got some Barts coming up in on Wednesday. Which that was and so when we get into Saba.
That's our first stop on Wednesday, leaving from St. Barts.
Okay. Oh yes, St. Barts was... there we go. And we're flying into there on Wednesday. Into Saba. That's not going to end badly at all.
And let me tell you, the ultra-short runway is not the big problem. The big problem is that cliff face right next to the approach, where all the wind swirls around.
Yeah, and with real-world weather turned on.
Indeed.
So yeah, that's going to be the Kodiak for me on Wednesday. So tune in Wednesday night. That's going to be an interesting one. And then might continue our Russian jet flight next Saturday. So we can split the flying up a bit. So we'll have some small turboprop on Wednesday, jets today. Next Sunday then will be large turboprop, so a twin, so the Dash 8. So then Saturday night might balance it out a bit with a bit of Zebo action. You just went 400 knots. Nice. I've got a ground speed currently of 569. Did Roxy have sticky keys enabled? Pass. And White Fang's doing 450 knots.
Sticky keys?
Something referring to speed, I suppose. Like Larwood with his driving, he just has his W key mashed into the keyboard. Yeah, I'm still doing 0.82 for 291 airspeed, which is just about bordering on the limit of the plane. So 300 is the limit. Yeah. Ant, thanks very much for the follow. Oh, to get all the E's. Oh, I see what you meant. Okay. No, his name was Roxy, but he couldn't remember his password to his old FS Cloud account, so created a new one called Roxy. Oh, what's the little present you've got? Oh, you've gifted. Oh, there we go. When did Ben subscribe to... Oh, someone gifted it, didn't they? That's cool now, seeing all those little... the sub and the 3 and the thing, I forgot his name. Have you recorded the next Fernbus video and shamed you yet? I've recorded... Yeah, next Friday's is recorded. Yes, but... No, I'm not going to give it away. You have to wait and see. All next week's videos are done, and one for the week after.
That's very efficient.
Well, I know. I had a very efficient day yesterday. Housework, ironing, cooking, recording.
Okay, right, domesticated beast.
Yeah.
Next you'll be telling us you're going to the gym.
No. I do need to do something though, because just being sat at a desk all day is having an effect.
Tell me about it. I put 2.5 stone on in the last 4 years of doing a desk job to my manual job.
Yeah, I think mine's going to creep. I've had the last sort of 20 years doing a manual-ish job, and now just sit. Get a Switch and that Ring Fit game. Well, I've got a Wii U. My navigation is following a 737-200. It is about 20,000 feet higher than me. Could be an issue. We'll just follow it in the rough direction. I'm toying with an exercise bike.
Oh, I got one of those. We use it as a Christmas tree hanging thing, you know? Christmas. And gathering dust.
Wii Sports. You haven't got it for the Wii U. I had it when I had the Wii, which is brilliant fun. But playing that sort of game on your own...
I used to love tennis and bowling.
Yeah,
that was good.
Bowling's quite amusing actually. Tennis, I love the tennis. But I haven't got the room between the TV and the sofa to be able to stand directly in front of the TV.
I can see Captain Heber to my left. Is he stalking us?
Yeah, down there. Chris is behind me. It's very lonely down here, says Chris. Well, come up here and join the fun.
Seems to get a little bit twilight out there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be dark by the time we left. Stand on the table. Wouldn't that be more dangerous, wouldn't it, if I stood on the table in front of the TV? 480 knots now. 570 I've got. Ground speed. 99 knot tailwind behind me. So yeah, definitely whipping along. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you've gone this far, don't forget, if you do want to join the Discord community and be part of these flights that we do on a regular basis, the link to the Discord server will be below. So check it out. Always looking for more people to be more active in the Discord. Quite a few people in there now, but a few people that come in and lurk, which is fine. We don't mind a good lurker, but if you're watching and want to be part of an awesome community, check it out. Link will be below.
And show us pictures of your setups. We like those.
Yeah, we do like seeing pictures of people's setups. Mine's moving this year, so mine will be redone. I might even do a bit of a time-lapse thing of me building it.
Are you going back? Are you going into your other room now?
Yeah, I'm clearing out my other spare room, and it's moving into there.
It's taken some time.
Yeah, it's taking some time. Well, I'm doing a flight setup and a driving setup.
Well, fair play.
So just connecting another keyboard and mouse to this computer, getting a HDMI splitter so I can split what's on this screen and just have another screen a bit further down the desk. So I want to get a yoke and have a yoke, throttles, so I can just scoop myself down and go between the two.
Yeah, that's what I'd like, but I just ain't got my room.
Yeah. Oh, Chris accidentally put his flaps down. Yeah, you should definitely join us for more of these flights, Chris. Right, it is definitely getting dark out there.
I can see a flight level change coming up in about 100 and... Well, let's see...
I'm going to keep my eye on
200
mine.
miles.
Yeah, I've got about 160. Yeah, about 200 miles.
Yeah.
Good job, we've got lots of space. Well, there isn't lots of space in that room currently. When my parents moved and had to downsize, all the stuff they couldn't fit into where they are now, I ended up with. It's all just sat in my spare room in big packing boxes. So that's all going to the tip. My altitude is 33,000 still.
Right, got all my panel lights on ahead of the impending darkness.
Oh god, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Okay, nothing down in the middle one, is there? Bright panel light. That can go on. That's on. Oh, that can go round. And on the overhead. Just realised there's something here I haven't done. There we go. The highest you can go is 30,000. Oh, 30,000 will be fine. I'm only at 33.
Well, in the Dash 8, I think it's only rated, the cabin's only rated for 25.
In that case, I wouldn't go above 25. You can if you just don't care about your passengers.
Indeed.
So I think it could be a nice dusk landing. Hopefully it's well lit. I should imagine Kuwait will be. 15 left has got edges, threshold, fixed distance markers, touchdown dashes, precision markers. Yeah, we need those.
Right, well, that's all the courses, ILS, and everything tuned in out the way.
Yeah, I've done that. ILS frequencies are in. 118.10. No, 110.10.
I was going to say 110.10, don't you say that?
Yeah. I don't care. Who would, says Chris. Well, yeah, they're only passengers. They're only paying your wages. It's just all the paperwork you got to fill out when you get there. Yeah, unless, of course, you've given them the... if I can find the button, that one. Unless, of course, you've given them the next of kin card to fill out. At least you'll know who they are when they're dead, and you can steal their bank details. Which we'd never do. Trusting airline sims and stuff.
Hey?
I found what I've forgotten to turn on at takeoff.
Okay.
Transponder. Okay.
Oh, no.
Attention for teacher.
Yeah, how are you going to sleep tonight now knowing you didn't do that, Chris?
I know, it's
I'm
shocking.
going to sleep tonight now that he's done that.
All right, that's ruined the rest of my day now. Who is a developer of the 737-200? This is a FlyJ sim. If I can bring up the website, FlyJ sim. Oop. Products 737 Twinjet. There we go. That's the one. And damn awesome it is too. Also got the 727 of theirs, which I've only flown once actually, and the Q400 Legacy, which we'll be using next Sunday. That only flown once. That's still on sale at $30.
That's quite cheap.
Why? Damn it.
Yeah, it does still contain that. Does it still contain the? Not really sure that yo body will be disposed of in electrical manner. Yeah, that's still the old version. It's got the old Sims and Stuff logo on it as well. I left mine in the old aircraft, which I jumped out of and had no parachute. Why, when I use the yoke, do my hands go through it? What? Oh, have you got the pilot's body thing turned on? Oh, I don't have that.
Ghost.
That's just creepy.
I can see some lights down there. There's civilization.
Getting 39 FPS up here. That's not bad for me. It's not in the hundreds, obviously.
54 I'm getting at the moment.
Well, I think my computer running 4 screens does have a difference. This graphics card's doing quite a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm running 3.
Yeah. And yours is a better graphics card than mine, and processor. In simple terms for Steve, says Crisp, I am a ghost now, I am dead. Okay. So I see dead people. If anyone hasn't seen the film with Bruce Willis, he's a ghost. That's ruined that one for you.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
That was a really, really good film. I didn't expect that the first time I saw it.
I didn't expect that. And I think I saw it at the cinema as well, so I didn't have it ruined And it was
Yeah.
like, wow. And it didn't see it coming. There was no...
No, nothing at all.
Yeah, that was so well done.
So I think my little nav map might be a little broken. It's telling me I'm just about to get to top of climb.
Oh,
Oh. I'm
was your
17...
altitude 150,000?
Either that or when I get there, I'm just going to go to 33,001 feet.
Oh, right.
It had a sequel. It didn't, did it? How can they put a sequel to that?
I've never
Yeah,
seen
that
the
doesn't make
sequel.
sense. Oh, this cockpit is so good at night.
It is looking rather nice. I don't know if I've got all my lights turned on.
Well, I've heard that many times.
Yeah. There you go, I'll put a dome light on.
I think the main lights are behind the yoke.
Yeah, I got those two on. Yeah, so I'm not far now. So at Durko, I need to be at 31,400 feet. And then down to 20,000 feet. And then down to, I'll be above 3,000 feet at Sodap. So I'm going to set 3,000 feet as being my altitude and just come down really slowly.
Now I'm thinking of descending at this speed down to 10,000, then just pulling the throttles back to 250, and then doing the rest at 250 down to 3,000. If we start at the VOR, we should have plenty of time. Famous last words.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice shot,
It's getting
Chaos.
dark. It's getting darker.
Shot of Chaos's plane. Maersk. I thought they did container ships.
I don't know whose airline it is. I just like blue.
Hello passengers, we're now going over the permitted pressurization. If you start suffocating, please at least be quiet, stop other passengers from being disturbed. You're not going to be able to shout about it, are you? Might be a bit of sort of flailing around initially. I believe Unbreakable was the sequel. Really?
Now, Unbreakable is a completely different movie,
Yeah.
but that was the first of a set of three.
I haven't seen Unbreakable.
Oh, you have to see Unbreakable. It's awesome.
I'm watching this afternoon. In Bruges this afternoon. And then finishing off watching The Crown this evening.
Yeah, Unbreakable's a good film.
So many films, not enough time. Uh-oh. That can't be good. I was fine. Whew. I had a panic moment. I looked down at my FMC and the screen was blank.
Did you turn the brightness down, maybe?
No, I must have clicked on previous page and it went to the end, which was nothing on it. Okay, so 61 miles from HFR, so I've got 100 miles before I've got to be down at 31,000 feet. So 160 miles, so I've got to be at 3,000 feet.
Yeah, I've got 120 miles to be down at 20,800.
I see someone's jet stream. And Scott's 6 miles from HFR. Okay, so yeah, you're about 50 miles in front of me then. Yeah, definitely getting dark. Chris out there. Roxy there, it says it's going to be a dark landing. And Pineapple's having jam and rolly polly apparently for his after his meal. Put your headlights on. Well, I will put landing lights on when I get down below 10,000 feet.
Yeah, it's not like there's anything for them to shine on there.
No. Oh, hi, landing lights. Oh, so Crisp left the landing lights on as well. Did you put your gear up, Crisp? Because he seemed to have took off the APU on, didn't pressurise the cabin, went the wrong way. Did you put your flaps in? Is the gear up?
I think my worst one ever was when I forgot to turn on the APU and got a pushback while still on ground power, which suddenly for some reason cut off.
Not a very long lead.
Yeah. I think that makes them longer, eh?
Yeah.
I think so.
Thought Pineapple would have joined us. No, he's given up on the flight temporarily. Same as Noz. People do have a break away from things and come back to it. You know, Gaz works weekends quite a lot, and then he's on the farm currently. People come and go. It's quite nice to take a break from something, because when you come back to it, then you appreciate it a bit more. You just chucked a bowl of blue tack into your mouth instead of a bourbon biscuit. That's not good. You can't eat bourbons on their own. You've got to dunk them in tea.
Oh, I hate bourbons.
Oh, I've got a pack of bourbons downstairs.
I wonder what blue tack dunked in tea tastes like.
Yeah, probably just slightly damp blue tack. So I just shoot past Roxy. Or has he just gone off in front of me?
Yeah, I think it's clear.
Roxy appears to be behind you and in front of me.
Yeah. I also realised the seatbelt signs weren't switched on for takeoff. That's fine.
They'll soon sit down when you start flying.
One thing I've never experienced and probably won't is these planes now you see people doing these flight videos where they're taking off and you're facing the opposite way now. So in like the premium economy and sort of business class lounges, you've got a seat that's facing sort of the back of the plane, not the front of the plane. That must be
That's
really
just
weird
weird.
on takeoff. You can slide out your seat, exactly.
I'm just glad I don't fly.
Hot chocolate, no digestives in tea. Rich tea biscuits. I haven't got any. I've got some rich tea. No, I haven't. No chocolate biscuits in tea. I did admit to buying some chocolate digestives last week. I don't know what happened to them.
I got some in my cupboard.
But chocolate digestive in tea. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I don't duck chocolate biscuits.
Oh yeah. Right, I'm going to start the descending thing because I'm starting to panic now.
Yeah, I just started my descent as well. Thought, yeah, doesn't matter if we're there a few minutes early.
I should have a cup of tea when I'm watching the film this afternoon.
I shall
Three-
be back
3,000
in a couple of
feet.
minutes.
Okay, why are you not descending then, plane? What have I got to do?
Well, what I did is I set the speed bug to 290, and then I flicked the autopilot thing on the far right to IAS, and then pulled the throttles back to 25%, and descending at 2,000 feet per minute.
Okay. There we go, we're going down. Slowly.
You're going down, boy.
Passengers, we didn't just do a barrel roll, ignore that. Probably best to. I hope they were seatbelted in. I downloaded Ortho for Kuwait, and for some reason I expected more than sand with a single road down it. Oh, is that bad, is it? Okay, I'm not descending very quickly. I'm now at 29,060 feet, so I've descended 40 feet.
You did set your altitude pre-select first, eh?
Yeah, it's on 3,000 feet.
That's really weird.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's on IAS, that's right.
What's your speed bug set to?
250.
Okay, you've got to slow down to 250 before it'll descend then. So you might want to turn that up to match your current speed.
Hang on, no, I'm descending now. I think it just took a while.
Yeah, if your speed bug is too low, your plane's got to slow down before it'll descend, which is painful.
There you go. Yeah, 32,000 feet.
What I've done is I've set mine to 10,000, so when I get to 10,000 I can just let the plane slow down there and then go back into IAS mode at 250.
Yeah, it's fine. We're going down, people. We're going down.
This could end one of two ways. So my legs page says I should be at 282 at deck row, and I'm already at 267.
And Roxy's gone off to make a cup of tea with some chocolate biscuits.
And all blue tack.
Yeah, blue tack's optional. Oh, I want a cup of tea now. I'll have to have a jelly baby instead. Oh, it definitely got dark pretty quick. Yeah, I'm not descending that rapidly.
Right.
29,000 feet now.
20 miles to top of descent.
Yeah, that's gone from lovely blue sky to, oh, dark. I can't have a tea. I'm sat here. Kettle's downstairs. I can't just leave and go make a cup of tea. I need to get a cordless mic and headphones and just go wandering around the house while I'm streaming.
Yeah, Bluetooth.
Yeah. So now I should have one after the stream. Right, 27,000 feet. You know the picture I sent when I crashed? That was because I trusted autopilot and got a drink. Oh, exactly. Okay, so if I slow down, it doesn't... Oh, God.
Yeah, if you want to descend faster, set your speed bugger higher.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do now. I'm only at 26,000 feet. I just don't think I'll be down fast enough.
Well, there is a fair amount of time. I'm well below the
Oh, she's saying
projected
that.
altitudes on my FM.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it at 250.
Well, Jeffy, you made up some ground really quickly there.
He's realised X-Plane is still giving me AI. It's definitely dark out there. This interior does look nice at night.
Yeah, that gentle whistle as well with the engines idling and the trim wheels turning. It's just like,
Yeah, I quite like the trim wheel noise. 600 knot ground speed, says Jaffa. Wow. I'm slowing down at 437. On your end looks like midday. Nope, we've got real world time turned on. So Chris is down there below me. Not much below me.
31,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm at 23.
right, time to get the weather.
On our way down.
I'm showing 24 degrees.
Don't put the chocolate biscuits in the tea. No, you've got to put chocolate biscuits in the tea.
And they was nice. I've even got chocolate digestive biscuits cup coasters.
I can see that. Are you still using the TV as your screen then?
Yeah, I need to buy a computer desk so I can obviously then get a monitor. So there's no point in me getting a monitor until I've got a computer desk.
Probably you need 2 monitors.
Yes, quite possibly.
Because you can't, because flying with one isn't easy.
No, it's not. I'd have to get 2.
Just don't tell the missus. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, Crispy is quite far behind. So Roxy out in front. I'm just ahead of Chris, then Chris, and then Jaffa, and then Chaos bringing up the rear. Ben thought they were extra biscuits. No, you wouldn't want to dunk those.
No.
Right, I'm now at 20,000 feet. Yeah, it definitely got quite dark, quite quick. Handy, I've got light coming in from down the hall directly behind me, so I've got reflection right on the screen as well. I'm going to shut my door. If I can do it with headphones on. That's better.
There's probably not much funnier in the world than watching somebody who has forgotten they've got headphones on, walking away from the PC and getting that.
Oh yeah, it's well, the headphone wire is quite long on this, but it's the Track IR one that isn't very long, and I regularly get myself caught around the arm of the chair. When you got to stand up. Oh God.
Okay, BK. Okay.
Right, 19,000 feet. So we've got 14 miles to go. We're supposed to be at 20,000 feet, so we're on target for that. And then 16,000 miles to be at 3,000 feet, or above 3,000 feet, and then above 3,000 feet in 25 miles. So we should be fine. And then at 3,000 feet and above 2,400 when we get to there.
It's passing 22,000 feet now.
Yeah, Chris, check out the. Say if you're around on Wednesday, you're more than welcome to join us for Wednesday's flight or flights. And then next Sunday, I said the Dash 8, I think, will be the one. Okay, I'm at 17,000 feet, and that road down there looks quite close.
Yeah, it's really hard to judge the altitude.
I can see city lights in the distance.
Yeah, got lights on the ground.
Indeed. In the general direction of Kuwait, it's actually quite well lit up.
Scott's got the airport in sight. Awesome. Yeah, I'm at 16,900 now. Chris just down below me. Chaos is there. Jaffa's there. So all going to be down at roughly the same time. Scott's at 6,000 feet. Yeah, I'm going all the way down to 3.
Right, so who's landing from the south?
What's my ETA? It does say 9 minutes remaining, apparently. $15 left, yeah. So I've got a turn coming up now in 16 miles. And that should put us heading towards Kuwait. My stabilizer out of trim light's just gone off, so that's a good thing. You're 45 minutes behind. Oh, you have to post a screenshot when you land then. Headwind if you're on 15 left. Perfect. It's nice. Got 43 knot crosswind according to this.
I'm still showing a 52 knot tailwind at the moment.
Yeah, down there at 12,000 feet, I've got 26 knots tailwind.
Yeah, I'm about to 9 miles on turning. I'm at 14,600 feet, so I'm only just above Chris. That's only going to end one way. Yeah, all 5 of us heading for the same runway. It's about 9 knots at the airport, okay.
To be fair, we're normally heading for the same runway from opposite ends, so it is a step up.
Well, that's true, yeah.
There is 2 runways, so we could always make a little adjustment if needs arise.
Yeah. Yes, Ben. My X-plane takes anything between sort of 4 and 5 minutes to load, or can be up to like 10 minutes, depending on where I am and what scenery I've got.
Yeah, my laptop used to take, I would say on average about 7 or 8 minutes. A little bit longer if I was like loading in somewhere like Heathrow or somewhere where I've got the scenery and the airport, which obviously just adds to the loading time.
Yeah. Yeah, my PC's getting on a bit now. It's 2.5 years old. But it's fine. I won't do anything with it till at least the end of this year.
Well, I know. I can remember when you bought that was at the flight sim 20 when you got back.
Yeah. Your FSX takes a while because you have the Steam edition, a few sceneries. Yeah. Again, depending on what it's loading in, whether it's loading in airports or loading in Orbex, it can take a while. Well, yeah, mine's on a spinny disc at the moment. That does make a difference. And I haven't got enough room on my M2 drive. That's where Windows is anyway, so I'm not going anywhere near that. But I do want to get an SSD for X-Plane. Right, 11,000 feet.
I'm going to get myself an external 1 terabyte one.
I just don't know how well they work with transfer speeds. That's the only problem.
They should be quite quick. It's got to be quicker than the HD drive.
Well, I'm just going to replace the... I've got a 3 terabyte spinny drive in there. I'm just going to replace that with a SSD. And the whole computer's SSDs then. We'll see how much they are. Then I'll look at the price and then won't do it.
Or he will, but then it is sitting on a box on his shelf for about 8 months.
Well, that SSD is now in the streaming rig. So I actually made use of that one. Yes, you can still get spinny discs. I bought one recently, actually, for my network drive. Because that's what data centers run on primarily now. I've got a Western Digital Red, which I need to get another one of, so I'm running out of storage. Right, 9,600 feet.
Landing lights on.
I should be fast point, landing lights on. I know. I haven't turned the seatbelt signs off as well. On. Not like a DVD. No, DVDs. No. Now you can get spinny disk hard drives that are rated for the likes of data centers and servers. Right, I've got a feeling I'm going to be way too high for this.
No, you're looking okay. Only a couple of 1,000 feet above me, I think. Still got to get Evita.
Wait, I need to go quick tiff and I'll be chicken before I land.
Yeah, I'm at Sodap is next, and I've got Lotol, Ivita, and then Raran. I think you have to do some Googling. Well, when you finish doing that, come back to the stream.
Roxy!
He's down there in front of us. Oh, I'm turning. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, without the map display, it can catch you by surprise, can't it?
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, I'm turning there. So you can only look at the heading you're going to go on to. So yeah, 331 and then back to 061 and then to 152 to land. So I don't know when to go on to... I probably won't need to tune nav. It hasn't got a... I'm on VOR lock, so that should be fine.
Yeah, you just need to flick that switch from GPS back to nav, which is just to the right of the marker switch.
Yeah.
Which you can't see at night.
Useful. So do that when I turn on to runway heading then.
Indeed. That's my plan anyway. See how it works.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
See how you fare before I make that decision.
Oh, I see. Let me be the guinea pig. Oh, I see. I've worked you out, Brown. It's like that, is it?
Indeed.
Alright, 5,800 feet. I can see Scott now. Where have you been, Scott? I can see him physically, not on the map. Oh, no, not that sort of disc. It's running on a spinny disc. It's a normal hard drive. X-Plane's running on, and the rest of my computer's on SSDs. So that will make a slight difference to load times, because it's got to spin up a drive, and so, but it's currently about 800 gig or thereabouts, I think, of X-Plane. So I probably need at least...
It's rather large, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not heard that before.
No,
So
no.
I probably need at least a 2 terabyte SSD. Right, I've got a rock seat below me.
Interesting.
Just don't say that too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got X-Plane on a 2 terabyte M2 drive, and then I've got a 1 terabyte M2 drive for all of my other Steam games.
That's quite cool. You got everything on 2 M2s. So you can't get much quicker than an M, because that's just straight on the motherboard, done.
Yeah.
Never even heard of an M2.
Solid state drive, Ben. There's no moving parts. So it's quicker read-write times. A normal hard disk is a spinning media with an arm that has to spin, find the data, then load it. So they do spin at ridiculously high speeds, but that's slower than a solid state drive. And more chance of failure, because hard drives do fail with a physical media disk, so a spinny disk, than there is with a solid state disk.
Yeah. Disc can scratch, arms can break.
Yeah. You hear that click, 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 and that's that dead then.
I think I just had to overtake Chris.
Right, I'm at
fair
3,000
enough.
feet. So I'm now going to go down to 2,000 feet.
How was that for timing? As I got to Lotel waypoint, I hit 3,000 feet exactly. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I should be bang on that as well, I think. 3,000.
Yeah, your old laptop's hard drive broke, and even after replacement, it never seemed to recover. That's why it's always good to back up. So back up everything on your hard drive. So back it up online somewhere. So that if things do fail, at least you can get it all back again. Right, so there we go, 2,000 feet now. And slowing down. So that's Evita. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I just flown past Roxy.
Thank you for the hose, Pineapple. And then turn again. So I've got to wait now till I turn on to 152, which is runway heading. So slowing down. Airport is over there. I just save everything on OneDrive now. Yes, best way. So save it all online. I buck up my documents folder, which has got everything that you need pretty much saved. That backs up online. And the laptops and the iMac and stuff and the streaming rig don't really have anything on it. Right then, let's turn and flick that onto nav. go gear down.
And don't forget to put your other dial onto auto approach, which is one right to where you are.
Okie dokie.
No, we have VOR lock.
Doing good, Pineapple, thank you.
Hey, Pino. Sidescape captured.
Okay, got a little bit slow there.
Yeah, me as well. I completely misjudged that one.
I was down to 125 knots.
Oops. With all that fuel on board, that must be about the limit.
Yeah, it wasn't liking it. Right, runway in sight. Let's see if we can get this thing on the ground without a fireball. Will it descend automatically, or is it just going to sit here at this?
As long as you're on auto approach, it'll descend.
Yeah, which it is. I'm probably a bit too far out. I'm used to seeing the thingies move on a digital display. Oh, I see that. Okay. I've got to trust it. I don't know if it's going to do it.
Well, if you look to the left of your main display, you should see the glide slope indicator.
Yeah, it's below where I am.
Oops.
Okay.
Looks like it's a hand job for you then.
Oh. That's a piece of lucky.
Nothing new there.
Oh, that got a bit bumpy. Okay. Okay, come on.
Gear down.
A bit sexy, says Pineapple. Well, you know. The life of a solo pilot.
1,000.
Two whites, two reds, or
Approaching.
one right, three reds now.
Left.
Flight slow.
Everyone goes quiet when it's landing time. It's like the concentration is real.
Shut up, I got my tongue out and everything.
What's a hand job, says Pineapple. I'm not going to answer that for you, Pineapple.
You should already know that.
It's when you don't use autopilot.
Exactly.
You filthy buggers.
Never heard of it, but friends spoke about it before.
Oh, just about to, I just gone straight through Scott.
Like a bad tagger.
Yeah.
Oh, this plane is amazing.
Unlike my landing. Oh, acceptable. Now we'll go with that.
300. It's all flaps.
Possible tail strike. No, it's fine. Ooh, stopping before that taxiway was a challenge. And we are clear of the runway.
Good to hear, because I'm just coming over the threshold.
Okay, taxi lights on. Yeah, Rox is down, Chris is down, so we'll go and find where Scott's parked over there now.
I'm clear.
That's what my doctor said. I've still got the rash. Alright, we're going to find where Scott is. So there's Roxy down in front of me. Chris is coming off as well. Yeah, I couldn't stop in time for that first taxiway.
Yeah, me either.
On taxiway.
Had to go on the fast exit from the other side.
Yeah, then a bit of a Ryanair taxi I've got going on here. Yeah, it's quite a long taxi if you don't make the first exit, I know. Just swing it around in here. I see lights behind me as well.
Oh, hang on, that's off-road.
Oh, it's Chris over there. And White Fang's 34 minutes out. You have to just send us a screenshot when you land, White Fang. Roxy got 63 points for that landing.
Very nice.
Alright. $63.
Anything else, Scott? Can you park any further away?
Oh no, don't hit me, don't hit me. Oof.
Right. Following Roxy. Scott's over there. Oh, not the throttles.
Where the hell did you not park to?
Where to go everywhere Scott was. He was the first one down. He decided to park 15 miles away. What points for me? I don't know. He didn't say what points I got.
I think
My
we're
FX
parking
cloud
back
sort
in
of dropped
Cairo.
out.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we're parking back in Cairo. Yeah.
Oh, I think I just drove across a helicopter landing pad.
Okay, I'll have to swing in here on the end. Yeah, don't move one throttle, you're spinning circles. Yeah, I know. I was trying to put the flaps up. There we go. Parking brake on. Flaps up. Let's see if we can request some ground power. Which we can. And we can flick over to ground power. And shut down the engine.
Oh, I see you. Oh, I just nipped between these buildings.
I will open the door and put the air stairs down. See, brought our own stairs, as Chris said at the beginning. Okay, hopefully you're not in a hurry to get off the plane, because the stairs do take a while. There we go, stairs are down. And this lot can all go off now. Oh, I love the sound these switches make. And lights off. There we go, plane in darkness. Yeah, no worries, Scott.
Oh, I'll just have to park on the muddy bit of the end.
That taxis, planes taxiing backwards through the building. And Kale's going to park over here in the mud.
Yeah, I do.
Well, there we go. Really enjoyable and a longer flight than normal, but it went quite quickly. If you're watching this on YouTube and you've got this far, well done. More content coming once every 2 weeks for flight on YouTube. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe to see more flight. And do check out the Discord server where there's a lot of flight chat going on. So Jaffa about to taxi up and join the rest of us then here in Kuwait, where we'll carry on from next Sunday. We will leave from here. Next stream though, and next flight will be on Wednesday night, which is going to be in small props. So looking forward to that one. So thanks to the man over there, Jaffa, for tagging along. Thank you, Jaffa. We'll catch you again soon, hopefully. For Crisp, who's still out there somewhere, I think, for tagging along, as well as to White Fang, who's going to be here at some point in the next half an hour. So thank you two. More than welcome at any time. And to Scott, who's now vanished. Thank you, Scott. And to the people actually here then in voice, to Captain Sniffles. Good to have you back, Chaos. Really enjoyed that. Thank you. Or maybe catch you for another one at some point.
Indeed.
And to the man over there, to Chris. Thank you, Chris. We'll catch you on Wednesday.
Thank you. That was really good.
It was really good. It's an awesome plane. And to Roxy. Thank you, Roxy, for joining us. We won't catch you on Wednesday, but we'll catch you on Friday for some trucking.
Indeed. Thank you, Steve.
Well, unless, of
Thank
course, you sneak out of work early on Wednesday like you have done the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't possibly do that, he says. Right, so there we go. We'll depart here in daylight next Sunday, but back Wednesday night for some more flying. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.